Okay, hello everyone. It is Infamous Kid Games, and today I'm actually going to be showing you guys the new file browser here on Halo Waypoint. Yes, it is official. 343 has given us our file browser. Lovely. Now this consists of game clip screenshots, map variants, and game variants, just like the classic. Now, one thing though, the guys that I actually have a gripe with on this is that, well, not necessarily a gripe. Like, I like this right here. Is that the game clips are not your game clips from theater. They're your game clips from Xbox. Like, these are my game clips from from my Xbox One.
Taking a light rifle.
3 minutes worth of gameplay from here on here. By the way, this is also my luckiest game with this freaking weapon. I just straight wreck people.
Defend our carrier. The enemy flag has been returned. Hostile down.
But hey, an assist, I'm willing to take assists.
Enemy in blue base.
Game clips from here are more crisp and clean coming from your Xbox than they are on the when you download them for YouTube. Oh yeah, and these screenshots also come from your Xbox as well. So right here we have some my map variants. These three maps, Battlefield, Cold Data, and Aerial Ace, these are real maps. These two I will have to look at when I get on my Xbox next time. This one I actually don't remember. And considering it's from this earlier in the year, it's actually no use. To be fairly honest, it will be no use to me. But anyway, these three maps, Battlefield, Aerial Ace, and Cold Data, I actually know what I'm going to be doing for this one because this one's actually a work in progress at the moment. Cold Data, this is actually a map I worked on with a buddy of mine, and because this is actually, let me try and rephrase. A buddy of mine actually helped work on this map with me, but I think what I'll do is I'll actually give this map to my Spartan company, and I'll let them get some feedback because I'm actually the current person editing the app at the moment. I mean, the map. I'm the current person editing the map at the moment. And really, I actually kind of like the map. It's a good big team battle map. It's a very small big team battle map, but you kind of expect that with Forge, considering all things considered with what 343 has done. You know. But, whatever. This is actually supposed to be like my personal variant of Blood Gulch, because I've actually been this whole big fan of the team-based symmetrical maps where you basically have one team on one side, another team on the other. I've always kind of been a big fan of those because it's like a very simple formula to follow. Now, a friend of mine, who was actually helping me on this, he actually like put a crap ton of sightline blockers because he felt they were necessary. And for me personally, he just went a little too crazy with them. In my opinion, I felt he went too crazy with them. Because sometimes these sightline blockers could actually get in your way. But I actually think that it's not a bad idea to like put as many as he did, because considering that there's not that many, that there's so many sightlines, and considering that the map is actually this huge open area, Oh, and to top it off, now that I think about it, the map also has air vehicles. Not because, not because, well, more so because they actually were necessary. They really were necessary, in a manner of speaking. But because of what I've actually had to go through with this map, me and a friend, we actually forged this right next to a 343 boundary. A 343 map boundary. Checking the time to make sure I'm not going over any limits. We built the map by 343 map boundaries, with the purpose of like doing less work in like putting stoppers for like this is an area that you can't go to. Now, there's actually this one section of the map that I actually had to lay down an insta-kill death boundary, because if you got in one of the banshees that we had spawned in on the map, you would actually be able to fly into this underside of the map without dying. And for me, I just could not stand for that, even the slightest. So my thing was, you know what the heck? I'm actually going to put an insta-kill boundary in this one little section, just because I know people will try to sneak outside the map. And I made sure of it too. I made sure that it would be done properly. Okay, and what else? We have a snipers. This is actually for what I like to call it, it's basically, let me see at the description, because I remember, an icy canyon, a lost civilization with years worth of old data now long forgotten. Well, yeah, that's basically it. This is actually supposed to be an old abandoned data center that was in an icy tundra. The joke is though is that you actually have these little outside war bases, I should say, that are in there, but other than that, it's a pretty good map. Let me see. Oh yeah, my game mode variants. The game mode variants that I've actually made, I would actually like it if everyone got these. Let me see, last modified, because I actually like the last modified setting. It puts them in the order in which I created them. But these are some pretty old some old game types that I've been making. This is SWAT guns. This is a game mode, a classic game mode that I brought into Halo 5, and it really kind of feels like the classic from Halo 3. I actually wanted to like submit some of these to 343 to get into the into Action Sack, because God knows Action Sack was the shit in classic Halos. It would be nice if 343 added a lot more game modes, because unfortunately 343, they've only been making free DLC for us to buy, and well, that free DLC for us to buy. I'm stupid. I'm drunk. That's what I am right now. I'm drunk.